Well, we met at university, so we've been together 20 years. And in that time, I don't think we've spent a single night apart.
I've got absolutely no idea who she is. Sorry.
No one suits white jeans.
Yep.
Pigs can be toilet trained.
Right you are.
Mick Hucknall feels underappreciated.
Send him over a house blood.
China's a bit of a worry.
We'll try not to think about it.
You've just stepped in dog shit.
Good.
You don't need to keep melons in the fridge.
Okay.
Sie erhalten wenige Idioten auf die Straße in Deutschland.
Vielen Dank für Ihre mündlichen Wortung, Gunther. I can't hear what you're saying.
Charisma is everything.
I am what I am, Sheila.
You're 2 minutes off your personal best.
You join me at the Plantin Press Museum in Antwerp to view an extraordinary invention. An invention that changed the world. The printing press. It seems simple enough, but by rearranging the individual pieces of type, it became possible to print en masse and thus disseminate any idea that could be framed by man. The blocks themselves, each one a priceless artifact in its own right, were delicately and intricately hand-carved in reverse from the finest ebony. Fortunately, given their almost inestimable value, they remain preserved all around us. Now, the machine we see here is nearly 450 years old, but I'm told it still works today. And I am privileged indeed to have been granted permission to print myself a page of text. It looks so easy to work. Well, it is easy to work. Simply places the paper like so. Inserts the fascia under the print head. Then one takes this arm. And one takes this arm and pulls as hard as one can. Yes, I was told very hard, though one wants to be careful not to... Yes, though these machines are deceptively robust, built by craftsmen to a standard rather than a price. The trick is to pull. To pull. Give it a firm yank. A jolt, maybe. A vigorous jolt to free the mechanism. I'm sorry.
Tonight, we're camping out and living off the land.
That's right, dude. Now, we were planning to roast a rabbit over an open fire, but we haven't been able to light the fire.
Plus, we haven't caught a rabbit, and Rory's feeling a bit tired.
Plus, me feet are getting a bit wet. But then I remembered that me mum owns a holiday cottage near here.
It doesn't even matter if she's not in, because the next door neighbour's got a key.
Mine's a slice of Victoria sponge with a doily, and a glass of Krabby's ginger wine.
Let's make it happen, bro!
Come on. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sure Fife here would forgive me if I told you that he is an expert at dreaming up get-rich-quick schemes. Is that fair, Fife?
Absolutely spot on.
And what manner of goose is currently laying your prospective golden eggs?
Well, it's a form of legal hire that's proving very popular in the clubs.
Sounds intriguing.
And if it slips under the legislative radar for another year, I shall be a millionaire.
As far as the revenue is concerned, he's just a horticulturalist who gets through a hell of a lot of rooting powder.
Which, funnily enough, is becoming its nickname on the club scene.
Well, what they don't know... Keep up. What they don't know won't hurt them. And that, funnily enough, is what this next song is all about.
I woke the other morning from a nightmare.
in which I swore on my own life I'd never lie. But I knew before I'd folded up my nightwear that if I took on such an oath I'd surely die. I don't believe I'm more than averagely mendacious. It's just the truth exists in several shades of grey. If I wish to remain popular and gracious, there must be a gulf twixt what I mean and what I say. You see, I say I'm doing this when I'm really doing that.
He leaves home every morning in his suit and bowler hat,
When in fact my morning meetings with my homeboys at the track.
'cause it's 3 years next November since the day he got the sack.
I did a course in wine tasting.
He swallows, never spits.
I read National Geographic,
looks at tribal women's bits.
checking emails,
Online poker,
fresh air,
crafty fag.
and the lab is just a boat hole where I read the Daily Rag.
He's had a colostomy bag for years. Mrs. F has no idea.
I say I'm doing that when I'm really doing this.
His evening class in French was simply cover for a tryst.
I smoke herbal cigarettes,
A crack pipe.
and I never miss a chance to walk the dog.
Well, I'm sure you get the gist.
The gym's
Is euphemistic.
client meetings.
Never that. If he says he's doing yoga.
I'll be standing at the back.
And if he says he's in the attic, putting lagging around the tank.
I'm merely shinning up the ladder for a surreptitious.
That was a fantastic swim. Now, quick as you can, let's get dressed, then straight up to the restaurant for lunch.
Can we have burgers and chips?
So you help Mike get dressed, you can have anything you like. And please dry your hair, don't want anyone catching a cold. Oh, what the... Oh, shit.
What?
Well, our clothes gone. Someone's stolen our stuff.
Are you sure it's ours?
Well, that's your shoe, isn't it? Oh, great. It's my phone, my credit card, my wallet. 200 quid in cash in there, not to mention our clothes.
What are we gonna do?
Well, I don't know, do I? Oh, look, I'm sorry, guys. It's just... Ah!
This isn't funny, but it did actually happen to a friend of mine, so...
No, Debs, no. You tell him from me that if he can't work it out for himself, I will come over there and by God I will rip him a new one. Problem? Ah, my godson. He's having trouble transferring a CD into iTunes. What the Keith Sweat is happening here?
I had to sleep in the shop last night.
In your suit?
No, these are me PJs. Yeah, Cheryl 3 kicked me out, says she's going to bloody lawyer for a divorce.
Oh, shittlesticks.
Apparently we don't communicate anymore. I mean, for God's sake, I'm always communicating at her.
A lot of the time when women say all this stuff about communication, underneath it all, they're not happy about the carpet situation in the hall. Or maybe on the landing. It'll be very hard for couples to discuss the flooring situation when there's so many strong emotions flying around.
I don't think so, Ken.
Sensitive subjects, so please tell me to forget me toothbrush. But how are things in the bedroom department?
Good. Turning a nice profit. We've got some great markups on these little pocket sprung queen sizes.
What about sex with Cheryl?
I'm not sure I want to go there, Ken.
Ah, come on, Phil. Sex is the battlefield of any relationship. I was reading one of Shanisha's magazines the other day, and do you know what it told me was the most erotic part of the body?
I think I know this one, Ken. It's the tits.
No, Phil, it's the brain.
What? That is disgusting. I would never, ever have relations with a woman's brain.
What do I know? I'm just the messenger.
Now, maybe I'd be better off on my own. You know, maybe that's me lot, 3 Cheryls and out. I'm only 63. That still means I can go out with women who are what? 29, 30?
Sure, yeah, 28, 29.
Yeah, 27, 28, that's about right, isn't it?
Yeah, 25, 26, 27.
Yeah. 19?
Why not? Mind you, if Shanisha told me she was leaving me, it'd be like someone taking away 12 to 13% of me carpet stock.
Well, Ken, I've never heard you talk like this before.
Well, that's how much she means to me. What you've got to work out is what percentage of beds, undiscounted, mind you, you'd put as a value on Cheryl 3. Because that's what you're going to lose before tax.
Right, Ken, I can't afford to lose another Cheryl.
No.
I'm going to find her, grab her by the shoulders, tell her to shut up and cut the crap. And then I'll ask her to do me the honour of getting VAT registered together.
That's it.
Help me off with me PJs, Ken. There's a zip round the back.
Ah, yep, got it. Squitty Politti, you're like a multi-fibre flatweave back here.
And in other news today, a plane crash near Heathrow has meant that 3,000 people cannot get to their required destinations on time. It may take up to 3 weeks to get all the necessary flights available to the other ongoing destinations. In sport...
Who? Black Tom Teach? No. No, there's no one here with that name. He shouts no more, I tell you. Now don't call back.
Who was that?
No one.
It better be the one. If I hear you been pirating again, Tom Teach, there's gonna be big trouble. Big trouble, you hear me?
Yes, dear.
And this just in, the M27 has been closed near Portsmouth after a lorry has overturned, spilling a consignment of rare Spanish doubloons across 2 lanes of the eastbound carriageway. The coins are believed to date back to the 14th century, and their value has been estimated at a sum of £8 million.
Have you got all like sand up your crack? There's that much.
Yeah, man, it's mega scratchy on all my region and business.
You know what I mean? It's harsh.
You know something, Blood?
What is it, me military brethren?
I reckon that Welsh guy was really cross with us.
You mean Japanese guy?
Whatever.
But anyway, that Japanese guy was well vexed up with us when we said we wouldn't build his bridge or whatever it is.
Because he did all shouting, and then he buried us like a potato or that other vegetable you get.
Super noodles?
Yeah. He needs to get over himself, man. We can't build no bridge or escalator or whatever it is because it's against health and safety.
You know what I mean? That building site's contravening so many kinds of legislation and shit, and I'm not even lying.
Yeah, man, bamboo stepladders are retarded.
You know what? I was going to go up council, yeah? The Burma Borough Council. And I'm going to see whoever the guy is there, the safety bitch. And then the Japanese army is going to get like a really substantial fine. Like, really substantial.
Like it. Nice one. Sorted. Nang. Cool. Bless. Grimy. So you know dinner time, yeah? The time you have all your dinner or tea or some shit like that?
Dinner time, right?
You know that, yeah? That time. Time for your dinner. Dinner time.
Yeah.
So when it's like dinner time, right? How's that going to work? Is some geezer going to feed us with a spoon like they have to with your nan in the home and all this?
I don't think we're getting no dinner, Blood.
Seriously, though, what happens at dinner time?
No, man, we don't get no dinner. They leave us out here in the scorching sun to starve and burn and dehydrate.
That is massively unfair.
Massively. So should we say we're going to build their bridge, then?
No way. We're just going to take the burning sun, man, because our cause is just.
Well said, me fam.
And also,
Yeah?
we're just going to save so much money at the tanning salon, isn't it?
Isn't it, though?
Isn't it?
Orangey.
Greetings, unbetrothed available young lady. Allow me to introduce myself to myself, Simpkins of the France. Yes, I wish very much to practice my English. I'm living here in the Paris since the 6 months, and my mother's tongue is completely dried up.
I'm sorry, I'm actually waiting for someone.
Again, one time?
I'm waiting for someone.
Sorry, it just sort of sounds. Sorry.
I'm waiting for my boyfriend.
Bleb, 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 bleb. No idea.
I think I'm just gonna head off.
But yes, of course. Let's ourselves go to ourselves. I shall show you the real Paris.
Ah, salut ma belle. Désolé dans ton retard.
Pleased to meet you to myself. I am Simpkins of the France.
Mais c'est qui ce mec?
Il s'est pointé comme ça tout à coup.
Comment?
Ah, non, c'est bien. Il a qu'il de pratiquer l'anglais.
Ah, tant mieux. Car moi aussi, j'aimerais pratiquer mon anglais. Hey, man from Del Monte. Why don't you take your primary school satchel and your big fat unwashed English arse and piss off back to the shit, tearful backstreet school you undoubtedly came from?
Can you lend me 20 euros?
Yeah, so there is a part of me that wonders quite how I've ended up in this situation. Running an organic soup company with the bloke who killed my mum.
We also make porridge.
Come on, ladies! Smile with your hips! Smile with
The bloodlust rises, Hallstatt. It cries out to be sated.
Fear not, Farius. I was assured this would be the perfect venue for seduction.
Why did you read such exaggerations?
Bella. Oh? Did you know there are as many calories in a navel orange as there are in 2 fingers of Kit Kat?
What spoke it of this soiree?
Oh, it told of glamorous women, enervated by Latin abandon, blood heated to the point of delirium. It painted it to be some kind of modern-day bacchanal orgy.
You recall the masked ball at Versailles?
Ah, la grande fête of 1748. I seduced the Duchesse de Besançon and her sister and her niece, if I remember rightly. Which I do.
I think that I, Farius the Dread, have just attempted a cha-cha-cha with Joan, whose cousin was once on Going for Gold.
Well, a glimmer of hope.
She owns something called a static caravan. It doesn't even move.
Here are you two! Don't be such wallflowers!
You have skin like the finest alabaster. Pure, immutable, exquisite.
Polish? You left the fruit picking?
Madam, would you do me the great honour of a turn around the floor?
Go on then, but we'll have to be quick because my bus leaves in 10 minutes.
Well, then perhaps after we have danced, I could accompany you through the settling darkness on the lonely walk to the bus shelter. Buy the kebab there?
Twist me arm. Go on then.
Arriba!
Arses, we got the bins.
I say! Yeah. Ah. Bastard! Oh, brilliant.
Oh, he's lovely. He's so lovely. How much you say this one is?
He's £35, madam, a French lot.
Then you can keep him indoors.
Fine to keep him indoors. Yes, they actually prefer a centrally heated environment.
Oh, I love this one. He's lovely, absolutely lovely. I love him already. Little cuddly rabbit. Don't you agree, Tom? Tom!
Well, today's shaping up to be one of the more controversial days in the Queen's reign. She's honouring the invitation to despotic African leader Maxwell Bugana to attend a state dinner at Buckingham Palace. Now, we can't make contact with our chief political correspondent in Zapoto at the moment, but to discuss this very thorny issue is our royal correspondent, Terry Devlin. A lot of people very angry at the Queen's decision. Do you think she'll be aware of the implications of having a leader of a murderous regime at the royal table?
Well, I'm in no doubt that Her Majesty the Queen Elizabeth of the United Kingdom of these home nations, Queen Regnant of the Commonwealth realms, of course, will be aware of the magnitude of the implications, either fully, partially, wholly, fractionally, totally, or perhaps, if you like, not at all.
Let's move on to the banquet. Ordinarily, royal protocol would demand a minimum of 7 courses, but there have been rumours of a reduced menu, which could be interpreted as a, well, shall we say, a slight towards Mr. Pagano. What's your view?
Oh, well, a reduced menu could mean any number of things, Jeremy. It could mean anything from the full traditional 7 courses all the way down to 6, 5, 4, possibly 3. I'm not going to rule out 2, and gun to my head, 1. If I were a betting man, though, I'd say anything from 3 to 6. Or 7, not including rolls.
No. See, what I'm trying to ascertain is whether it'll be, if you like, the full state banquet or a more token affair reflecting the dubious status of Mr. Pagano. You know, what will it entail?
Oh, well, that's, of course, a very, very complex issue, Jeremy, and very hard to know for sure. A crescent of crisps may well be laid out. Dips, very a la mode nowadays. But regarding the menu, I think it's fair to assume that chicken will play a role there. Although whether that be in a coronation or a mini Kiev capacity, I'd be loath to commit. I'd also imagine that over the years, the royal banquets have featured beasts of the field. I'm talking beef, I'm talking lamb, I'm talking pork. Or am I? Is that applicable here? Goat, of course. Venison, maybe. And naturally, the sausage, maybe in the guise of salami. Or just the good old, honest, straight up and down banger that you and I and so many countless thousands are familiar with ourselves.
I'm sorry to interrupt you. I'm just hearing that our link is back up and we can go over live to our chief political correspondent who's just managed to get across the border into Zapoto and is waiting to speak to us on the satellite phone.
Or cheese or bread. I mean, no limit there. Mr. Pagano could quite literally keep coming back for more, couldn't he? Cheese or bread.
Paul, I understand you've just experienced some guerrilla fire.
Pretty force.
Do you have another coffee?
You're not going to be late?
Oh.
Where's Ben?
Cutting it fine, as usual.
Afternoon.
Have a lovely day, sweetheart. Mwah. There's some lasagna in the fridge if I'm not back in time for tea.
Yeah, I better get going as well.
Wait.
Call me.
No, wait.
Sit down. What is it?
I need to talk to you, and nobody ever has time to talk about anything in this house.
Okay.
Yeah, we're listening. What's on your mind?
I need to...
What, Ben?
What is it, sweetie? You're scaring us.
I'm gay. And I need you to know because it's who I am. And you're my parents, and I need you to be involved in my life.
Oh, Ben, I'm a poor baby.
I love you, Mum.
I love you too. I love you so much.
I don't believe it.
Dad?
I forgot to put the pins out.
Bollocks!
Right, so vodka and pineapple juice for Inez.
Oh, thank you, Jamie. You are so kind.
And that's a rum for Tom.
Right, who's going to write? Tom? Oh, no. You don't want Tom to write. He cannot write neatly. A monkey could do it better, truly.
Oh, go on, Tom. I'm sure he can manage. Right, well, Jamie's good on sport. I can do literature and telly.
She's better at the telly.
It's nice to all come out together, isn't it, Tom? We do well as a team, I think.
Question 1. Which novelty hit kept Ultravox's Vienna from the #1 spot in 1981?
Oh, you better take the plastic off so it's just paper in there.
Yeah, but then leaflets and stuff will fall out and blow everywhere. I mean, you know, just thin plastic, be fine.
Stop. Putting a supplement in the paper recycling without removing the plastic sleeve is a criminal offence. We're putting a lid on recycling box crime. We're watching you with our cameras, our vans, our helicopters, our satellites, and our network of informants. We're closing in because if you put supplements in the paper recycling without removing the plastic sleeve... Excuse me, sir. The next sleeve you see could be on a prison uniform. Recycling. Think inside the box.
Good to meet you. Good to meet you too.
Oh my!
You have your mother's beer. You Francis? What you come? We come a bath and drain.
Oh, man,
So, you want married, madam? Me here, you have one before. Me have 6 wives, but that work out. Wife 1, die. Wife 2, die. Wife 3, die. Wife 4, die. Wife 5, leave me to travel around playing and find yourself. She died. Wife 6 died. But me young man then, me older now. Me 12. Well, me daughter precious to me, like gold or sharp and piece of rock. You take good care of her. Me promise. Then we give this. But you must do one small favor for me. It's family thing. Where it is at wedding with you. It be honored through penis.
Blessing a woman. Make this be a fun. This man is done with a woman.